Hi guys, welcome back to La Lucha is Real. I'm your host Edith,
And I'm Angel.
and we are back again.
Sorry, it's a late upload.
I know, like, yeah, very late upload, but it's better late than never, right?
Yeah,
I mean, we're here
100%.
on Thursday. On Thursday, tomorrow's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, tomorrow's Valentine's Day.
Love day. I don't really
Every day is love day.
I don't celebrate Valentine's Day like that, so I don't know. Damn, I just outed myself. I'm so alone. No, but for real,
Okay, but like, let's say you were in a relationship. Is Valentine's Day important to you?
not like super mega. Like, oh my god, you have to go all out and like. No, we could just do something casual. You know, but I feel like it shouldn't be the day that you should personally be like the day that you go all out. You get me? Like, I just feel like every day should be love day.
Like, love should be celebrated
Yeah.
every day. And like, I feel like love can be celebrated in like, it's the small things.
There we go.
You know, like your partner like knows that you've been having a stressful week and they decide to buy you like your favorite cookie or something, you know?
Or like, let's say you had a stressful week and they like get takeout and they do like a little movie and like
Yeah.
eat food and you drink a glass of wine and there you go. That's love, like showing
Yeah.
appreciation.
Or like you've been so overwhelmed with, what's been going on and you just haven't cleaned your bathroom and then you come home and it's clean.
You see? That's love.
Yeah, that's love. It's the little things.
Yeah. But no, like even when I was in a relationship, like we did celebrate like with most of my partners, we celebrated like Valentine's Day, but it wasn't like, oh my god, like it was like super duper important, It's like, yeah.
I feel the same way. Like, I feel like, well, I'm not going to lie. I feel like Val and I have never really celebrated, like, Valentine's Day. Like, I think it's just very overrated.
Yeah.
It's not an important holiday for me.
I like the concept of it.
I do. I like the concept of it. I like that there is, like, the one, like, a designated day.
Yeah.
For, like, love or whatever. But I just think that sometimes, like, it's so, what is it called? Especially cuando las compañías se aprovechan. Like, there's a word for it.
Commercial. No.
Yeah, and then in just like society, sometimes there's like these like unrealistic expectations that you need to have this fucking, for example, like the buchon ramo and like.
I want a ramo buchon though.
You want a ramo buchon?
I want a ramo buchon.
And
every single day.
Or like you have to have like the big teddy bear and the flowers and the balloons and the all of like I feel like especially when I feel like it was such a big thing I think when we were younger.
Oh
like
my god, yes.
In high school, like do you remember
feel like high school I definitely took Valentine's Day much more serious.
It was like real serious and it was almost like a competition. Like who the fuck is gonna get the biggest fucking teddy bear that year? Like who's gonna have like the more fucking shit you get, the like más te creías,
And it's funny because it's like these teenagers trying to get like pulling money out of like anywhere to like give their gifts to significant others.
Yeah.
It's extravagant 100 balloons.
Yeah.
Big like your size teddy bears and stuff like that.
And you had to like go all out and ask them to be your Valentine with a fucking sign and a sing.
I thought that was cute.
Like a sing and song.
I'm a sucker for love.
They had to do like the whole like kind of like a promposal, but like a
sing to me, dance.
I'm still waiting for my husband to ask me. Just kidding.
But
he's my Valentine every day.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally. But I think definitely I feel like Valentine's Day has been much more with all these companies taking it and being like trying to sell you stuff so you can
and like the price of flowers
kind of like Christmas.
Yes, 100%. And like the price of flowers goes up by a lot. Well, also there is a high demand, so I get it. But I don't know, I just kind of.
But don't get me wrong, I do love my flowers though. on Valentine's Day or any day.
But you like them any day.
I do. Like, that's one thing about me. I love flowers.
Yeah. So, yeah, me and Val, I feel like we don't really have plans. But I think we are going to take this weekend to just kind of like relax a little bit, just because I feel like we've both been like really, I think we're getting a little burnt out. And I think it's just a lot, like with the, political climate and I think we're just very involved in what's going on politically, and it's mentally draining.
Oh, yeah. It is. You're getting information 24/7. The only time I don't get information is when I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
If I could get some good sleep.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, it's been like, really heavy on us. And I think it's just because we just care so much about what happens to people and what happens to our country. Yeah. Like, I genuinely, like, as much as I hate what's going on, like, I really care about our country and the people, like the innocent people, like all the people that they're just trying to survive and make a living. And
honestly,
there's a lot of good people, and families are being torn apart, and it just makes me so sad. And I think it's just been heavy on me,
and it's affecting it like a lot, like everybody in their own like way, but it's affecting a lot of people.
Yeah.
So yeah, I understand. Like, that's good that you're taking the time to, like, just kind of shut off, like
disconnect a little bit.
Disconnect. Yeah, it's needed, honestly, to take a break.
Yeah, because it's been very hard. Like, I feel like, and no, I'm not trying to turn this into another like political episode, as much as I want to. Like,
but we can literally go on. Me and Edith could go on for hours. Before we started filming this, guys, we literally talked for about like an hour or so. Just
probably more than an hour.
Yeah,
like we were
2 hours.
We were just like venting, and then we're like, girl, what the fuck.
But we got it out of our system.
Yeah, we got it out of our system. But I think, yeah, it's just it's been hard to find like a healthy balance of, knowing when to knowing how to keep like stay informed, and also knowing when to disengage.
Yeah. Because
I feel like my body has literally been physically reacting to the stress.
Yeah. You see, that's how you need to disengage.
I know.
Turn off for a little bit.
Yeah. So this weekend, I think we are, and it's a bit of a longer weekend. Mm-hmm. It's a 4-day weekend for me. So.
I'm jelly. I forgot.
It's only a 4-day weekend because I asked for Monday off. So, I don't get it off.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. You literally told me that too.
Yeah, I don't get President's Day off, but va a haber una marcha. Did you see there's going to be a march?
No,
on President's Day because people are protesting the president. Okay, let's not get into
Okay. We're like, it's not going to be a political episode, turns into a political episode. Okay.
No, in LA and like different parts of California,
really?
There's going to be a march.
I haven't seen that. I haven't gone.
On President's Day to, Okay, not political.
So we asked you guys on Instagram, if you don't follow us, make sure to follow us at La Lucha is Real Podcast. We asked you guys questions to ask us today for Love Day. Or anything, honestly.
Yeah, I think we just kind of did like a Ask Us Anything.
We haven't done one of those in a while.
I know. I don't know that we got a lot of questions, but
It's because we really...
We did that shit hella last minute. Yeah, hella last minute. But let's see what we got. Want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the craziest place you've had sex in?
I feel like I've said this before.
I know, me too.
Wasn't it behind like a...
Oh, you said it was behind a Burger King, right?
That's not sanitary at all.
Yeah, I know.
Not sanitary.
That kind of grossed me out.
Yeah.
I just feel like I see the fucking dumpster right there. Like,
yeah, and it was like a Burger King in the middle of nowhere, bro. Yeah.
But when you want to get the deed done...
You get it done anywhere,
Behind a Burger King.
Yeah.
I think for me it was like a stairwell at a casino.
There you go.
It was like the emergency stairs,
yeah.
Well,
you gotta get it in.
Yeah.
Real quick,
Okay, you want to read the next one?
Okay.
I started from the bottom.
From the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Started from the bottom. Now
here. Crazy in-law story.
Do you have a crazy in-law story?
I'm trying to think. don't have like a crazy in-law story. Like that shit is crazy, no.
I don't know that I have a crazy in-law story.
Damn, we're boring.
Oh,
what happened?
You said we're boring. Damn.
Sorry, guys.
Oh no! One time, I swear my suegra did act a little crazy. I think it was because she was mad though. Actually, no, she was mad. She was mad.
I think she was mad.
No, pretty sure she was mad.
What'd she do?
So what's it called? Val, and this is when we were like younger, but I think we were like 18, 19 years old already. Mm-hmm. We had already graduated high school for sure. And Val was over at the house, and we ended up falling asleep because we were watching a movie and stuff. Mm-hmm. And we ended up falling asleep, and then the next morning, my phone just kept vibrating, and I was like, who the heck is calling me this early? Especially because, I like to sleep in. And I checked my phone. It was so weird because it was my suegra. And I was like, why is she calling? Like, she never, at this point in the relationship, homegirl never called me, okay? Yeah. So I thought it was so weird. I was like, so confused. So I'm like, hello? And she was like, where is he? She was like yelling already. And I'm like, oh, give me a moment. I was like, un momento. And I had to wake up Val. But it turns out his phone fell through like the crack of the, between the mattress and the wall.
I hear it.
So he just didn't hear it. And then I give the phone to Val, and he's like half asleep, and he's like, hello? Girl, he freaking had his, like, it was not on speaker, but I could hear everything she was saying because she was yelling. Mm-hmm. She was pissed.
You know that meme where it's like when you're with your friends and your mom is yelling at you through the phone and you're like acting like,
yeah.
no,
and
like
she's
nothing like Sima.
And she's like chewing your ass out
you're
and
like,
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, like nothing. And one time she like, we were hanging out watching a movie, and she randomly calls and she's like, oh, I just wanted to interrupt whatever you guys were doing. We were watching a movie, but the fact that she felt the need to have to interrupt anything, other than that, like, I don't really have any crazy stories.
No, me neither. Like, I feel like all my like suegras that I've had, have been really nice.
Yeah.
Like nothing like.
Well, that's good, girl, because there's some stories out there.
Yeah, like that our amigos send us. It's crazy.
Yeah. Is Edith dating, or are we on a self-love journey?
Oh man, Edith said that she was gonna start dating this year. I said that. Right?
Yeah, Edith. I think Edith did say that.
Edith said that, and I'm getting there.
Girl, you have your first date this year.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see. But I feel like for this year, I did want to start dating more, and I had like a good plan to it.
But then the country took a shit turn.
Yeah, and then now we're like going to shit, and it's really hard for me to concentrate on like, oh, let me like find out what your favorite color is. Like, bro, I don't care.
Yeah,
like I don't care.
Like freedoms are being stripped away.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's been very hard for me also. Like I think that's why I really haven't put like my foot, like stepped out and like
started dating.
Yeah, because of that. Because I'm just like, how, like there's so much happening. How am I gonna just? I don't know. But I need to find a balance. That's me.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely, You never know. I'll go on a couple dates this month.
Yeah.
I have to still, like, I told you I was going to try to download, what is it?
Hinge.
And I was going to give it to you to see, like, if you could, like.
Look at it.
Yeah. But I think Angel is also, like, burnt out. So I feel like that's the last thing we want to fucking do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe just for fucks. Maybe to just get our mind off of things.
I know. We should. I have to. I told myself that was one of my goals this year.
Gets into a political argument with your Hinge date.
Imagine. Oh my God. That'd be the most horrible thing. I mean, it's not the first time that's ever happened. So.
Oh my God. Yeah, you did say someone brought up politics on the first date.
Remember? And it was just so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird guy.
So, yeah, I mean, I just don't. But I am. I am. I do have something happening, but yeah.
The next one.
I think I've gone a lot of years, like I've done my self-love.
Yeah. There's been couple years already of your self-love journey.
Yeah, I think it's time. It's time
You're
to
like,
take myself
I love me enough already.
time to take myself out of retirement. Any plans for Valentine's?
Oh, I think we kind of talked about it, right?
Yeah.
Wait, did you? No, I don't think you said you had any plans, right?
No, I don't have any plans.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna do something with my sisters, like the day of Valentine's Day, but nothing like that day. How about you? You said no, right?
No, not really. Oh no, I said we were gonna like kind of take the weekend off to like.
Oh, the weekend I'm gonna be traveling with my family. We'll see how that goes.
It'll be good. Yeah, it'll be good for you guys, especially to get away.
You know, have you gone on family like trips? They're crazy.
Yeah, girl. Remember I went to Cancun?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They can either go really good or really bad.
It had a rough start. I mean, it was good overall, but it had a rough start. Okay. Thoughts on starting Chronicles of the Toxic In-Laws. These stories are wild. Girl, there are some wild ass stories.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I said we're boring. Because those stories are like
juicy as hell.
I've heard of people like their suegra doing brujeria on them.
Oh, so hell no.
I know. Yeah.
Dude, I saw this talking about girl. I saw a video. So this lady was at the Super Bowl.
Oh my God, I saw it too.
Where she was like, and they were like, dude, there was this lady and she had like a voodoo doll looking thing. And it had like, I think what is it? Mahomes? ¿Cómo se llama el football player? No sé.
Algo con la M.
One of the fucking football players. I think it's the quarterback for the Chiefs. It was like a voodoo doll with his like jersey number on it, and she's like poking it with a needle.
Yeah, and she's like repeatedly poking it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's I don't fuck around with that stuff.
Yeah, like doing that out like and about is crazy.
Yeah, actually, while we're on the fucking topic of the Super Bowl, we gotta talk about the halftime show.
Ooh, that was just a moment for that masterpiece.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people say had their opinions about it. I hands down, I don't watch football, guys. But I watch halftime shows, and hands down the best halftime show I've seen.
Me too. I 100% agree.
The best halftime show. Like, it was just, he did it. He did that. Yeah. Like, Kendrick did that. That was like, wow. Like a genius.
Yeah.
And like people, obviously has a good team with him because like the way that he was able to put up a performance and also deliver so many messages is crazy. And still throw shade at Dre.
Yeah. I feel like it came together so beautifully. Like, that was a piece of art. Like, that was just art. The whole thing. From start to finish.
Yeah. From Samuel Jackson?
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. Being Uncle Sam to like it being like a game system.
Serena Williams.
Yeah.
That shit was funny.
Yeah.
SZA did a great job.
Yeah, she had a great performance too. It was just, I don't know. And it's funny because I watched it first and I was like, oh my God, yes. Did
you watch it live? Like,
no, I didn't watch it live.
Oh, okay.
I watched it on YouTube after.
Okay.
And I watched it and I was like, oh my God, look at that meaning. And then you watch like the TikToks or the Instagram reels of like, oh, this is. And I'm like, oh my God, there was another hidden egg, another one. Like, you know, there was
so many Easter eggs in this. Like, it was just crazy. There was so much meaning. And like, I feel like there was a lot of people who, they were like, oh, it was trash. I hated it. And like, I feel like those people probably like missed the message, or they understood the message and didn't like it. Yeah. But honestly, to me, it was like a work of art.
And he did this with Mr. Prez in the audience.
It was
wow.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he got it, but still.
No, he freaking left and started ranting about fucking pennies. Like, he literally went on his little Truth Social, whatever the fuck, and started talking about pennies.
But I definitely, it was brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
No. Yeah. I think it was like, it was so good. And it was interesting to see a lot of people doing like the breakdowns of like the performance and stuff. So that was interesting too, because there was like a lot of stuff that I missed, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah,
like
me too.
I had to watch this over a few times, and then the guy with the Palestinian flag, Palestinian
that
Sudan.
one they didn't put it on the obviously because
Well, they actually did capture it.
they did capture it.
Yeah, there was someone slowed it down. And they had to slow it down.
The camera.
Yeah, they switched the camera angle, but they did catch it. Like, it's in there. Yeah. But it's you have to be paying close attention. But dude, that was wild. Like that man got tackled.
Yeah, no, but he was on the stage for a bit until they noticed it. I was seeing an interview that I don't know, he did an interview recently, like literally like yesterday.
Who, Kendrick?
No. The dancer.
Oh, okay.
He's like, oh, like this was my opportunity, and how was I not gonna use such a large like?
So that wasn't a part of the plan. Mm-mm. He just
from what it seems, it was like him solo. Like this was like my thing, and I feel like he felt like
he needed to do it.
Yeah, he needed to do it. He knew the consequences, so you know what? Like it's people like that, you know, like that bring change. So. Yeah, y eso que duró mucho. I was surprised, honestly.
Yeah.
That he, like, because at first, you know how he was on top of the car?
Yeah.
And he was there for a little bit, and then they started, like, coming in, and he got tackled.
Dude.
So now he's banned for life from, like, all NFL stadiums and whatever. But
dumb. But, yeah. Let's not go down that fucking rabbit
exactly.
hole.
But, no, yeah. But other than like everything, like it's just everything, even that put together, like it's just like it was a beautiful performance.
Yeah, I definitely and it had a beautiful message too. Not beautiful, but you know, I like the messages. And stuff.
And it had some literal things, like so you could get it, and then it had like the very hidden, like the Easter eggs that you were talking about that you had to really pay attention to, kind of.
And it was crazy because there are some people who literally said like they didn't think he did enough. And I was just like, because some people were like, oh, why did he have to make it about Drake? He has such a large platform. Like, he could have. And I'm like, the Drake part was such a like a droplet in an ocean.
Exactly. Oh, and then there's other people that said like, oh, why did he like make it political and stuff? And
what I'm the fuck do you? Oh my. Okay. You know what? We're not going down that rabbit hole.
You know what? He knows where he stands, and if he has a platform, he's gonna use it, and that should be an example to everybody.
And everybody has a right to, you know, like. I feel like art is so subjective, and that's the way he wanted to put his art out there, and I think he did a great personally I think he did a great job, and I think that was the best halftime show I've ever seen.
I could watch it again and again.
I know, I could watch it again and again too. Dude, the fucking smirk, oh my god, Drake, what did he say? Say Drake, and then he like, and then all the memes coming out, girl.
The memes after. Oh my god, I don't know if you guys follow like Duolingo on TikTok. If you guys still have TikTok, but they were trolling Drake hella. Like the app Duolingo. I was
That's
like,
wild.
It's like Drake after the halftime show, and he was just crying.
The way that he kept teasing us with it, though, girl, I knew he was gonna perform it. I was like, oh yeah, definitely. Kendrick is a I don't give a fuck type of person.
Like, how are you not gonna perform the #1 song? You know?
Exactly. It won like 5 Grammys.
Yeah. So, and then it's funny how it's like, you know, people like to sue.
Yeah, and then they were like, "You really gonna do it?" And he was like,
It was just beautiful. Everything.
Yeah.
Everything completely was beautiful. The performances, the dancers.
Yeah.
Everything.
Dude, I think, what was it, like 400 people total that he needed or something to put this together? Was like 400 people.
That's crazy.
Or something like that. Yeah.
But
the
message got across.
Yeah. And they did this, like, it was great.
I know that I saw this TikTok where this guy was complaining about, like, it was a little racist. You know, it was a lot racist, but it was this black guy talking about how like, oh, why it was just so prominently like all black people in the performance. And I'm like, why do you have an issue with it if the NFL is primarily black players, you know? Like there's an issue with seeing like people like black performers,
so
but you don't have an issue seeing them like literally get like play the game and get injured and like
tackled.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, so do you have an issue with DEI or not? Because do you want diversity or do you not? Like, what the fuck do you want?
I'm telling you.
I don't know, girl. But anyways, we're not going to go down that. We got to really, like, reel this in. No, but you know what's funny, though? Actually, let me just say one more thing. Someone was saying that the modern, like, not the modern, but, like, instead of asking, like, so who did you vote for? The question now is, so what did you think of Kendrick's performance?
That's so
and
true.
that will tell you everything you need to know.
That's true. That's true. If somebody says, I don't know, it was you don't even have to finish the sentence.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So anyways, back to the thoughts on starting the Chronicles. Chronicles of the Toxic In-Laws. Wait, does that mean for like us to start this? Or like
that's how I took it.
Oh, let's have how about people submit their Chisme and tell us, because we don't have that many in-law stories.
Like us personally, we don't. So
but I would love to hear other people's toxic in-law stories.
Yeah. Give us like the really interesting stuff.
Okay, let's see. Sorry, because my phone. Okay. Here. Is it your turn to read?
I think so.
Okay, it's this one.
Okay. It's Valentine's. Your boo only gets you flowers, nothing else. Is that a red flag? I don't think so.
I think it depends on how much you value Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And if your boo, like your partner, knows that you value it a lot, you know? Like,
yeah, like if you... I mean, there's people that obviously Valentine's Day is a big holiday for them. Mm-hmm. And that's completely okay. And if your partner knows that it's a big holiday for you and just like goes like, here's some flowers, bye. Like, okay, I could see
that is a red flag, especially if they know that you like really value Valentine's Day.
Exactly.
But for me, like, I don't think it's a red flag because I like don't care for the holiday that much.
Personally, same.
So if he got me flowers, I would be like, oh, that's nice. But also, like, I'm not a huge flower person.
Yeah, she's not. But I'd be hella excited. I'd be
Yeah.
like, flowers? Oh my God.
You would.
I just love that. So
I remember when you got me flowers and I literally was just like, oh, thanks. And I just put them down and you're like,
ma'am?
You're like, where's the vase? And I was like, oh,
aren't you gonna put them in water? Oh, I gotta do that? Bro, I ando preparando las flores para Ángel.
I'm so bad. I'm bad at flowers.
See, and I love flowers. Like, that's one of like my things. Like, that's all I need. That's all I need.
Yeah, that's all
Un ramo buchón.
With the money, with the $100 bills.
Oh my God. Oh, okay. You got me right there.
Uno de esos sí quiero.
Ese sí dijiste.
Ese sí. If it has money in there, yeah.
Yes. Give me all the flowers.
Okay, next one.
Go.
Girth or length?
Can I get a combo? Can I get a number 2, please? So dumb. I think, good balance.
But it's one or the other.
Oh. It's because when you say one, like, I'm thinking like extremes for each. Like, I'm thinking extremes for each.
No, it doesn't have to be extreme. But like, just could you imagine like a fucking, what do they call them? Needle dicks?
A stick?
The needle dicks, the ones that are like really long, but like also like no girth.
Teach their own, like, if you have that, be proud.
Or the chodes, or what are they called?
The chodes.
Girthy and short.
Yeah.
Or
damn. Probably. If I had to ultimately choose, probably girth.
Okay. Think of long.
I'd probably say girth.
But not very girthy.
Yeah. I'd probably say girth.
Also, like, think like me, like average size.
Yeah.
But girthy.
Yeah. Probably girthy. Like, give me, yeah. Like, I just don't want to be like, I feel like if it's long, like, I'm just putting extremes, guys. I'm
just really like poking your uterus.
Yes, exactly. And I don't feel anything around the walls. Like,
what's my vagina gonna grip onto?
Exactly.
There's no grip.
No gorilla grip over here. No, yeah, I think girth. If I had to choose one, but I prefer a combo.
If you had to choose one, okay. If I had to, I feel like I choose girth too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Okay, next.
Let's see. Any books that you're currently reading? Oh my God, I literally was talking to Angel that it's been so hard to read. She told me that actually, and I told her, yeah, it's been really hard to read. But the book that I'm currently reading that I started and I'm in the middle of it, it's actually a history book, but so it's called The People's History of the United States by, man, I forgot the author. But it's a popular history book that tells like history from like different from what you were taught like in school. It was like the ugly.
I know, it's just sitting there for me too. I haven't started it yet. It's been so hard. Like, I love reading, but it's been so hard for me to like focus on reading. Yeah. It's been so hard to like, I guess like mentally, because I feel like when I read, it's kind of like a movie in my head. Yeah. And it's been so hard to really get there mentally where I can enjoy it. Yeah. You know? Exactly. But right now I am 80, according to my Kindle app, I'm 87% done with this book that I've been on for weeks now, when normally it takes me like a few days to get through. But I've been on this book for weeks now.
What is it called?
It's called Surrender by Brooklyn Cross, and it's the second book in a duet. Is
it a modern romance?
Yeah. It's called Surrender. And the first book is called Malice. It's like a polyamorous relationship. I'm still on the
You're still on the polyamorous.
On the poly kick. Yeah, it's very interesting. It actually, I like how it touches on like some serious topics. Yeah. But also like the development of the characters is there too. Yeah. Yeah. It's just like I said, it's been pretty hard to get into.
I need to get back to reading. Like I feel like I really enjoy reading, but it just haven't been there. Then I haven't been there for a while. First of all, it was school. Now it's like everything just happening. And I'm just like, okay, I need to get back to it because I actually bought a lot of books. Yeah. I went to this
What kind of books did you get?
In Vegas. I told Angel about it, but she was working. So basically this nonprofit who sells books was moving locations, so they did like a warehouse sale where it's like whatever you could fit in a bag, it's $5 and a tote bag. And we went and we got a whole bunch of books.
What kind of books did you guys get?
A little bit of everything: history, romance. Like I ended up getting I never had the Hunger Games as a book, so I ended up getting as a book.
Oh, nice.
Stuff like that. So I thought that was cool. I also recently started thrifting, and I thrifted some books. I got some of the Harry Potter books because they're like that's like my comfort movie. So I got that, and then yeah. So
you have a few to read. I have a huge TBR.
Oh, yeah, me too. And además de los que ya tenía, you know. So I definitely have a lot to read. But you know what I found out that even though I haven't really gotten ahead on this book, on the book that I'm reading, I really enjoy it though. I really enjoy reading about the history and
history of it, yeah.
I'm like, let me find out that's like gonna be my new genre. Just history.
History? No. Well, I mean, it's good to know.
Yeah. Like, and I like the reason also it's taking me like I haven't gotten in so far is because I'm highlighting and I'm rereading and I'm like, oh man,
like annotating and stuff.
Yeah, so it's taking me a little bit too. Yeah, more than a normal book.
That's good.
So yeah,
I need to get back on it too.
I know.
Okay, next
start a book club.
What would you tell your younger self if you could?
Like what? Like, isn't it anything specific or just
it just says, what would you tell your younger self? Like, if you could tell yourself anything, what would you tell yourself? Your younger self.
That's a good question. Let me tell me. Do you have anything in mind?
Fuck.
That one's hard.
That one is hard.
What situation?
I feel like there's a lot of different situations where I wish I could have told myself like different things.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe just go for it. There was a time where I was really thinking about and I know my life would have been really different, and I don't regret any decision that I have taken and stuff like that. But I feel because I was in a relationship for very young, a lot of decisions I based them off of that relationship, and I wish I could have just went for what I really wanted. But
that's a good one.
Things happen for a reason. I'm here where I am, but I think that I would have been like, no, like just go for it. Listen to yourself.
I think if there's one thing I could tell myself when I was younger, it'd probably be that everything's gonna be okay. I mean, I don't know right now, but
we're like that meme where everything's burning and you're just like,
yeah, you're just like, yeah, it's okay.
It's okay.
No, but really, there was some very dark moments when I was young where, like I didn't necessarily see a light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. And I wish I could go back and tell my younger self, like, everything's going to be okay. Like, wishing. You're going to be okay.
Yeah.
But there's that. Okay. I already saw one. Hold on. Angel, how does it feel to have such an amazing sister like Iris? From Iris.
Angel, how does it feel?
It feels good.
Let's see.
She's a character.
Are you okay with your partner having a work wife or husband? Work wife / husband. You know how like people have a work wife or husband?
What is that? Okay, what does that mean?
Like, oh, you've never been at a job and they're like, oh, this is my work wife. Like,
no,
it's just somebody that they really get along with.
I've had a work bestie.
Kind of like that. It's kind of like
but
that.
Like, what's the difference?
It's just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't know.
What is a work wife?
I haven't had.
What are other duties? I'm just kidding.
But like, put it on Google. What does it mean to have a work wife or a work husband? Like, what does that entail? Like, what responsibilities do I have?
Okay, a work wife is a term used to describe a close platonic relationship with a coworker where you share a strong bond of trust, support, and understanding, similar to a marital relationship but strictly professional, meaning there is no romantic involvement. Essentially, your best friend at work.
Okay.
So how do you feel about
my boo having a work wife?
Yeah. See, that can't happen with Val because he works with all guys.
Well, he works husband.
Actually, no. There's one girl, but she's lesbian.
Exactly. But if there was like a
no.
Why do you need a best friend? You got me.
Yeah. He doesn't need to have a close, trusted, supported bond relationship with another female. He can have that with a guy.
What's the difference?
The difference is that the guy's not going to be fucking trying to hit on him.
But what if it's just strictly platonic? Like, it's strictly dickly platonic.
I've seen a lot of girls that he's worked with, and it doesn't always end up being platonic. Yeah. I think a lot of people... Listen, guys, I have a great husband. And I've seen girls knowing, actually, coworkers who literally have tried to get with Val, knowing that me and him have been together.
That's not... Who the fuck is... Who?
Oh, you don't know them.
Oh.
But yeah, it was a couple girls. There's a couple girls, but that's because I feel like Val is very friendly, outgoing. Like, thing about Val is he's such an extrovert, and he's so good at like
he's a social butterfly.
He's a social butterfly, and I feel like he genuinely cares about people. One thing about Val is like, if he fucks with you, like, he will go out of his way for you. Yeah. Like, if you fucking got like stranded in the middle of fucking nowhere because you got a flat tire, like, he will go out of his way, and he'll go above and beyond for people. Like, he has a huge heart. Mm-hmm. And I feel like sometimes there has been women who have misinterpreted that into it being more.
I could see that.
Like, there has been females that we have worked with before who have thought it was something more because like, there was females who would literally be like, hey, like, I need like money. This is one of them, okay? Like, this one girl fucking reached out to him, like a coworker reached out to him because she felt comfortable enough to ask for money to buy formula for her baby. And of course Val was like, what the fuck, for sure, like, here you go. But then, like, she just got a little too fucking close, you know? Mm-hmm. It's just like, girl,
the boundary was
like, yeah, like, it was just kind of like, I feel like she was blurring, especially when you're texting late night. Like, that's no fucking no professional. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's no platonic.
That's no fucking
keeping it to work.
Yeah, exactly. That's not keeping it at a work level. Yeah, you know, that's like going outside of it. And I feel like some people, and I get it. Like, Val is a great guy. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, I'm in love with him, but like that don't mean anybody else can.
What if it was something like strictly like not like that? You know, like they only like contacted each other during work, and it was only like that, but they had a really good, like, how would that explained it? Platonic trust and whatever.
I don't know, because like, I think it was completely about work related stuff. Like, they didn't, like, it wasn't like,
I think though,
because it's so hard. It's not so hard. It's very easy to blur the line between like a working relationship versus like an out, especially when like, I feel like, especially with people you work with, because you get so comfortable, and like, and I've actually seen people like not therapists, but like people who study relationships and stuff, mm-hmm. And like relationship dynamics, where a lot, like, the number one place where infidelity happens is at work. And that's because when you work with somebody, and like, depending on what you do for work, right? Like, you work with somebody, so they also, you guys kind of like trauma bond over like your work. And so it's so easy for you to like blur the line between professional and personal. And then, like, let's say you go home and sometimes you're like, had a rough day at work, and instead of having to like break down and explain every process of why something upset you at work, because your spouse doesn't, like, they'll know what you do for work, but they don't know what you do, like, and so your spouse isn't going to understand like how your coworker is going to understand. Like, your coworker is not going to understand why Becky's a total bitch, or your coworker is going to understand why Becky's a total bitch way more than your wife is, you know? So it's like, it's so easy for people to get like very comfortable, and the lines will start to blur. So
I definitely could see that.
And statistically speaking, your workplace is the number one place where infidelity happens. So I'm not a jealous person by any means, you know, like, I'm not a jealous person, but I could see how lines could get blurred, especially when I have a husband who is an amazing person and has a huge heart. Yeah. And I feel like some people can misinterpret that. Yeah. So for me, it's like, he can have like a work bestie. That's totally fine. But, you know, like, especially if it's a female, like, I think that's a little bit different. Yeah. I don't know. How do you feel?
I feel the same way.
I went on a whole fucking tangent.
I'm just like, why do you need another bestie besides me? But okay. I don't know. I'll say from experience, or being on the other side, mm-hmm. of like, you know, somebody it's really easy to blur the lines, you know? Like, I felt like I've had, like, a work husband or whatever, and it wasn't, like, intentional or anything, but I could see where the lines have been, like, were blurred, you know? Like, where it's like, oh, man, like, that person would rather talk to me about their, like, job or what they're going through rather than their, like, partner. And, yeah, so be careful.
Yeah. So, I mean, but, you know, cada quien, like, everybody's relationship dynamic is different.
Yeah.
Some people are okay with it. And like I said, I'm not a jealous person. So if, you know, he really connected with, like, a female at work, that's fine. And I trust him. It's the other person. Because it's happened before where he obviously, like, for him, like, these, like, work relationships were platonic, but then I feel like the females thought that it was something else.
Yeah.
Especially because he's the type of guy that, like, oh, you got a flat tire, he'll fucking he won't even think about it. He'll fucking fix your tire. He'll take you to give you a ride if you need it, you know, like, he'll give you money if you need it and stuff. But I think some people
confuse
it, or some people aren't used to, you know, having someone do that kind of stuff for them. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people aren't used to, like, having those kind of gestures or like those kinds of things done for them. And, cause I'm telling you, like, my husband has literally fucking driven out of the state. I was like, he's literally crossed state borders for people.
Yeah.
You know, like, he's done so much for people. And so I think if it's a guy, like, they're homies, you know, that's different. But if it's a female, I feel like sometimes, you know, they may misinterpret that.
Yeah, I can see that. So the thing is, no, we're besties. No, but yeah, I agree.
All right, guys. I don't even know if there was more. I don't know. Was there more?
Well, it's because I don't have my phone.
Okay, let's see. Oh, we got one more in.
Okay.
Last one?
Yeah, last one.
What do you consider a perfect date?
I think I've said this before, right? Something meaningful and thoughtful. Not something like, I don't know.
Yeah, but if you had to, like if you had to plan the perfect date for Edith,
what would I do? How much time am I working with? It just depends. Because you know how some dates can be like, oh, you know, an hour or two. But then other dates, like, some of the best dates are those dates that start off, like, I want to say, like, midday, and they go for hours. I don't know, but I feel like something like that. I feel like those have been the best dates. Where it starts, like, maybe we go to, like, either, like, we go with the expectation of, like, doing, like, a picnic or, like, a museum, because I really like museums, or something like that, you know, some activity or, like, paint or something. And then that takes you to, like, another thing, and then another thing, and then the next thing you know. I mean, no, you're not fucking, but you know, it develops, and the conversation is just so organic and natural, and you've done, like, a lot of things within that day. So yeah. But
you don't have, like, a particular perfect date.
I think definitely I would love, like, you know, like, something, how can I say this? Something artsy. I really love that. So I think I'd start with that and then go from there. Nice, like, lunch or dinner, nice coffee shop.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
I think I don't have, like,
flowers.
You said flowers.
Flowers for sure.
I think for sure my perfect date. See, I don't even know. Because, like, I just feel like, to me, like, even just me and him going grocery shopping is, like...
Okay, Angel, but, like a perfect date. Just like how you were telling me.
A perfect date.
Like, something you really like doing with Val.
Bro, just
That's
getting,
PG.
like, fucking takeout.
That's PG.
Getting takeout or food delivered and us just, like... chilling on the couch and like hanging out with our dogs,
just staying at home and stuff.
Yeah, like I love, dude, that's one of our favorite things.
I love that when I'm like in a committed relationship, obviously. Yeah, but like I'm thinking about like right now, in the phase of me
where you're at right now,
single right now.
See, because Val and I also love staying in bed, like just having a slow morning and just being in bed. And
you see, and I love like those times where we just go like a hike, or like just go outdoors, or like visit like a close city and like explore it. That is really fun too. A day trip, oh my god,
yeah,
let's go to Disneyland. Spontaneous.
No, not Disney. Don't take me to Disney.
Be spontaneous. I love that.
Yeah, those are good dates. Don't
take me to Disneyland.
No, don't take me to Disney. I'll get overstimulated. I'll be like, get me the fuck out of here. Especially if there's kids crying. Bro. Dude, okay.
Here's them out.
Me and Val, we went to so for our 13th year anniversary just was on the 4th, so like last week. And we went. It was like a Tuesday. Okay. So I ended up just doing I only worked like a short shift, and then we had the rest of so from like 10 a.m. on, like I was free. And we went to the movie theater, and it was like fucking 12 p.m. or something. It was like 12 or 1 p.m. and we're the only people in this movie theater.
Perfect.
Dude, me and Val were just loving it because first of all, Val hates going to the movie theaters when it's packed because there's always fucking kids crying or like kids talking or their kids are playing their fucking phones or like people talking and shit. So it was so nice just having the whole movie theater to ourselves, and just it was honestly, I had a great time. It was just me and him with my big ass bucket of fucking popcorn. My big ass bucket of popcorn. And we went to go watch have you seen Den of Thieves?
No, but I've heard of it.
Well, it was the second one. So we went to go watch the second one. It was really good.
It was good.
Yeah. But see, like, that was a good time too. I don't know. I think spontaneous dates, like the ones where you weren't really planning for it, you know, and it just kind of ends up being like, oh wow, like that was a really good time. I especially love trying new restaurants.
Oh my god, yes.
I love trying to, especially except if the food is trash, you know, like then I get annoyed.
Disappointment.
Yeah.
But I like new restaurants. Well, you don't like coffee, but I love trying new coffee shops.
By the way, I took my mom to Mi Barrio, or what is it? Is it Mi Barrio? Yeah. I just found out my mom doesn't like café de olla because she doesn't like cinnamon in her coffee.
Oh.
Because I was like, oh, ¿no quieres probar el café de olla? And she's like, no me gusta. Like, she likes cinnamon, but she doesn't like cinnamon in her coffee.
Oh, yeah. I love cinnamon in my coffee.
But she got a vanilla latte, and then she was like, dude, this shit is sweet as fuck. So it was really, really sweet. And so she asked for hot water, and she like fucking diluted the fuck out of her coffee. But la última, she was like, dude, all it diluted was the coffee taste, but the sweetness is still there.
It's still there.
So she was not like the huge fan of that.
Yeah. She needed to get a latte with an extra shot. That's why.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'll tell her that next time.
Yeah, a shot or two, an extra two.
But also, she can't be doing that because of her health right now.
Oh, then never mind. You know what? She should not be even drinking lattes at the point.
Homegirl's supposed to be drinking decaf.
Yeah.
Like, ma'am, what are you doing? So I took see, I love our mother-daughter dates. Like, I love just going out to eat with my mom. But and then she had not a fan of the chilaquiles. She wasn't a fan of the chilaquiles. She was like, she's like, no one makes. She's still hung up on the fact that no one makes them like the old man from the Blueberry Hill that was over there, and he retired off to Mexico. And my mom was just like, no one will ever make them as good as this man. But no, she did not. She got the chicken tinga. Chilaquiles. She said that the tinga was good, but she didn't really like the chilaquiles because they were too crunchy, like too. Yeah, and she's like
specific with her.
Yeah, she's very specific with her chilaquiles, so she wasn't a fan. But I got the chorizo con huevo y papa, and she liked them. She was like, "Oh, I liked your plate more." It was good with the beans.
Good. But oh yeah.
Anyways, I don't have a perfect date.
I think it's like the right person.
Yeah,
every date could be perfect.
There you go.
Being corny and shit.
Being corny.
So let's see when I find my perfect person. I'll let you guys know when the dates are perfect. But I've been on really good dates.
Yeah.
Some long ones. Oh, that sounded weird. Some long ones.
Some long ones.
No, it's a girth. I said girth.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways.
All right. I think we should just wrap it up already.
Yeah, wrap it up. I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day if you do celebrate El Día del Amor. Remember, it's El Día del Amor y la Amistad. So,
show some love to your friends.
To your loved ones, anybody you love. If you don't celebrate it, then good. It's another day.
You said good.
Appreciate the 50% off candy the day after. Because I do. Anyways.
All right. Anyways, guys, make sure to leave us your chisme. You can, if you're on YouTube, there's a link down below, or you can go to the link in our bio. You can also submit your chisme there. It's 100% anonymous, so we will not know what your name is unless you tell us.
Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and also share. Send it to your I don't know, somebody you like or somebody you don't like. I don't know. It's somebody to entertain with their pendejadas.
If you made it this far, make sure to comment your favorite heart emoji.
Yeah.
Whatever your favorite heart emoji is.
Love. If you're listening on YouTube. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, make sure to leave a 5-star review. I have to tell you guys again and again, but anything less.
You're gonna hit the DMs.
You already know. Anyways.
Ahí los vamos a dejar. Que Dios los bendiga.
Besitos.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.